Well, following Thursday night's loss to a very good U.S. under-18 team, the Wisconsin Badgers play their final Big Ten series of the first semester this weekend. Friday and Saturday night, the Penn State Nittany Lions come to the Kohl Center. I'm Brian Posick, and Associate Head Coach Mark Oseki joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest. Well, the Wisconsin Badgers hosting Penn State this weekend. Obviously, the record, not what you want. Associate Head Coach Mark Oseki is with us. And Mark, I guess the question is, everybody wants to build to the end of the season, be the best you can be in February and March. Are you seeing your team improve as we've moved along here the first semester?
Yeah, I think we've improved in certain areas. And, the one area that we need to continue to improve on is just finding a way to get healthy and keep bodies in our lineup and develop some more chemistry. And when we've developed a little bit of chemistry, you can see how we play, and unfortunately we've been against that a little bit, but the kids have been awesome. I mean, every single day it's fun to go on the ice. They work, they give you their effort, and they are improving. I mean, that is the bottom line. It doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish, and that needs to be our mentality moving forward.
Yeah, one of the hardest working players on this Wisconsin hockey squad is fourth-year senior assistant captain Dominick Mersch. Dominick, you've been described as a grinder, mucker. What other terms have you been described as?
Those are pretty accurate, I would say, those two. Just a hardworking player, physical, strong, and I like to get in the heads of the other team, so I think those two are pretty accurate.
Yeah. How did you learn to play that way?
I mean, I've always been a pretty physical player. I'm the youngest in my family, so I was probably always picked on. So that's probably the root of it. And then just growing up in Chicago and then playing in Lincoln in the USHL kind of evolved and kept growing as a physical and grinder type player.
Yeah, and you've become effective that way too. Not every mucker and grinder gets to this level, Dom?
Yeah. I've had plenty of talks with Tony and my coaches before coming to Wisconsin of how to be effective in that way. So I've kind of started to figure it out, and I'm still learning and trying to add offensively, but still trying to keep it simple and play to that role.
Yeah, and you make sure that you stick up for yourself and definitely for your teammates, and that's what a leader does too, right?
Yeah, I mean, anytime, we talk about it as a team, we always have each other's backs on or off the ice, and that's just one example of how we have each other's back. If someone takes a dirty run at one of our guys, if it's me or someone else, we expect the other guy to step up for him and be there and just let him know that that's not all right. So, yeah,
especially if that other guy's a gopher.
Yeah, absolutely. We do not like those guys.
You're wearing a letter on your sweater. That's quite an honor, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, been here, it's my fourth year now, and seeing the guys that wore letters here before me, and even growing up and seeing the guys that played here and wore letters, it's pretty special. And we have 4 other great captains that I lean on and they lean on me, so it's a great combination of us 5, and again, it's just a huge honor.
Yeah. Your brother was a captain here at the University of Wisconsin. He's the captain now of the Rochester Americans of the American Hockey League, the Buffalo Sabres minor league affiliate. He's playing with Linus Weissbach, your former teammate, setting each other up here and there.
They're actually I think they're on the same line for most of their games, so it's pretty cool. And I've gotten some funny Snapchats and text messages from both of them. So they're both doing really well. They're in a great spot. Mike in particular, being the captain, I know he was really excited about that and takes a lot of pride in that. So he's a great person to learn from for all those guys on that team, and someone I've learned from for years now.
So Dominick, you're a mucker, a grinder, a senior, a leader, a captain, and now you're an uncle too?
I am uncle, actually. Yeah, he's a few months old now. Michael the third. But he's a few months old now. He's really cute, and it's another thing on my brother's plate. I've been trying to help him when he was still home before he left, and then my parents have been out there quite a bit too to see him, and he's a very cute kid. So
Nice. Do you put your teeth in when you smile? You don't want to scare the little fella.
no, I actually haven't had my teeth in when I've seen him, but I'm sure he'll get used to it really quick.
Mark, no question, Dominick Mersch, one of the hardest working players on this roster. Michael Mersch, his older brother, was one of the hardest working players that Wisconsin's hockey has ever had, I think. Just a great family.
Well, they come from great stock. I mean, obviously their parents did a great job with them, and both of them are very similar. I mean, you look at Dom right now, he talks with Michael quite a bit, and they share a different video, whether it's NHL video, whether it's American League video, where Michael is right now, and or our video. But they do chat back and forth, and it's pretty cool to see that. And obviously, I wasn't around when Michael was here, but we recruited him in, and what an athlete he was, but he did work at his craft, and he had to. I mean, he wouldn't be where he's at without working at it.
Sure. The Badgers hoping to work for a couple of wins this weekend against the Penn State Nittany Lions. More on that series coming up in just a moment.
You can try, but you'll never stop a Badger. Because we Badgers are born with curious minds and endless heart. When we see a curve in the road, we speed up. When there are mask shortages for first responders, we make our own supply chain. When there's a world on pause, we sharpen our claws. Through thunder, fire, and pandemics, we'll keep going. Because after all, you can't stop a Badger.
So the Penn State Nittany Lions come to town this weekend. They're 10-7, only 2-6 in the Big Ten. They had a big win, though, against North Dakota in Nashville with a bunch of Fighting Hawks fans in attendance. And we all know the way Penn State plays. They jump off the bench and shoot the puck.
They shoot the puck. It's funny, I was just out on the road this past weekend, and someone asked me about that again, and it was a former NHL coach and a front office personnel, and they were talking about Penn State and how much they do shoot the puck, and that's never changed. And wherever guys been coaching, their teams have always jumped over the boards and gotten the puck to the net. But they also are very active, and their transition game is outstanding. We have to be on your toes and make sure you have a head on a swivel because they are off to the races.
All right, good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
Sure, the Badgers and the Nittany Lions. Friday night face-off at 7. Saturday night, the puck drops at 6. Both games on the radio on the Badgers Sports Network. Both games on TV as well on Bally Sports Wisconsin. Also a reminder, the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off at the home of the Milwaukee Bucks is coming up Tuesday and Wednesday, December 28th and 29th. They'll play at Fiserv Forum Hockey in that building for the very first time. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. For Mark Oseki, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,